So there are so many things that one could be talking about, but I have to start off with this. So number of bug splats on car number plates in the UK plunges by 78% in 20 years as experts warn dismal figures are a red flag for the state of nature. And of course, a quote like climate change, blah, blah, blah. But, you have to also factor in the use of pesticides in a lot of farming these days. And then add to that genetically, well, they don't call it genetically modified crops, but, well, let's face it, rapeseed oil, what's sprayed on that kind of stuff alone, never mind anything else. And, you know, if you were to type in the rise of pesticide usage in the UK, you could be fairly busy. And remember, I'm using Google on this one, but you could change the search engines. See, and honestly, when you look at certain health food shops in certain cities in the UK, where do they get their produce from? Well, certain organic farms dotted around the place, and well, they'll use even polytunnels or variations on the theme. They're fine tuning it, so, or polycarbonate X, Y, and Z type of glass, blah blah blah, because the occultists don't want to have the spray crap on their food. You're supposed to have that, but not them. But as I said, in their lust for the death of the shortened lives of many. Yeah. The downside are enormous. Now, they have places where, you know, every insect, every bug, every whatever else is nurtured somewhere in the world, blah, blah, blah. But for wildlife in general, their pursuit of the early death and demise of so many of us has this net effect of affecting, well, other biological aspects, not least of which insects. You could add to that declining bird populations. Well, you could factor a lot of different aspects to that, not least of which is wind farms. You know, isn't it amazing? If you were to harm a golden eagle, you'd be going to jail, big style, fined enormously, the whole, shebang. But because, as they call it, wind generator does it, bang. Ah, well, like, you've got to break a few omelets, you know, eggs to make omelets. You know, it's about climate change. They're literally decimating bird populations through the use of this essentially 900 plus year old technology, when they could have had so many other solutions that weren't harming birds, that could still harness wind energy. But no. That's the trouble when you're dealing with an interconnected death cult, which is, and pretty much everybody that's got any substance in pretty much any university has to be somewhere in Freemasonry or variations on the theme. So they may be called experts, but they don't tell the facts to the public. You know, it's there in plain sight. Why are, for example, crops? Why are we doing this rapeseed thing? You should look into the history of rapeseed, and what it was essentially grown for in the first place. And insect life doesn't really like it. Life in general doesn't really like it. But funnily enough, statistically, the chance when you go to your local eatery, it's a variation on rapeseed oil that they'll be frying your food in. And of course, you know, it's another seed oil, and the problems associated with that is phenomenal, but the apathy in the public. And I'll speak to you soon.